once again. Okay, let's see why it goes. Because when I streamed like last time, I was streaming from my mic to Instagram. So now we do it again. Thank you for letting me know that apparently the mic was not on. That can happen. So let's do it again. So even more excited this time. Yeah, I am at least geared up to do this a second time. I am so super excited to announce that the first live event is coming up tomorrow. It's a Fearless Female Leader 2024. It's something that has been in the making for some time. And it's a reflection, but it's a being provoked from my own journey, from being fearful, owning my life, to actually being fearless. I have my journey, just to be really short, is being conditioned. I've been conditioned to play small. I have felt the fear of owning and being who I am at the core. I have been afraid and scared of speaking power to truth. I have lived my life on other people's conditions, expectations on how I showed up, and how I was eating, how I was stressing. And if you've been anything like that, you know how stressful it is. So I had no other choice but to learn to be fearless. And wow, that requires for you to be courageous, to be determined, to embrace the willingness to lean forward. Oh, my body responding now. And I have seen and experienced and witnessed how liberated I now feel when I learned that it's okay to be fearless. It is okay not to ask for permission to be me. For most of my life, I asked for permission to be me. I waited for permission to speak power to truth. And when I dared, I was so ashamed that suddenly I opened my voice and did people understand? And there was all these voices going on inside, which kept me turning down the volume rather than practicing showing up. All this took me to kicking off 2024 with this free mastermind, the master class, Fearless Female Leader 2024. And it is a program, 2-day program. It's for free, right? It is a program for you who are really ready to unleash your full potential and really ready to tap into who you are at the core. I have supported people, women, men who played small because they've been conditioned from childhood. They've been in a relationship where I was telling a client that last week, it's not just men who can be really controlling. It's also women who can show up as being really demanding. And I've observed both men and women who've been in these toxic relationships. I've been in that myself. And so stuck that it impacted the health of relationship with the children and their career. It required them as well to own the journey of being fearless. It required them, and as you as well, to say enough is enough. I am now who I want to be. Let me find out who I am. Let me rediscover my core values. Let me align my life to the person I really want to become, the one I want to become. All this led me to release and invite you in to the Fearless Female Leader 2024. It's not about asking for permission. That's not what we're diving in on tomorrow. We're diving in on anything that holds you back, right? You may not know what holds you back, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Then you would live an abundant life and where life, everything is effortless. But most people haven't done it. So that's why we're diving into that tomorrow. Anything limiting beliefs, what you've been conditioned to believe, the narratives that you tell yourself because you're afraid what happens when you shift the narrative. You're also honing in on who you really want to become, what you want to create, your big dreams, right? And we are also diving into the inner voices, those inner voices that we cannot shut down, those inner voices who is there from when we wake up in the morning till we go to bed at night. And they're indeed very active when we take showers or when we drive. There's always this inner dialogue, right? One is talking, asking questions, someone tells them. Those thoughts are often the vehicle that protect you, but also prevent you from stepping into the unknown. So we're diving in on that. So whatever you're ready to drop, can be your old patterns, what you're being conditioned to believe, being unworthy for more success, being I don't feel I'm enough, feeling that do I really have something to contribute? Is my opinions that important? Can I really shift or change the world when I allow myself to speak up? Can also be the fear of being visible. I've been there. That's when I broadcasted 15 minutes ago. I was also broadcasting on Instagram on my mic, on my mobile, which is why I couldn't see that you were actually telling me that there was no voice, right? There was no mic on. That required for me to learn to dance with being visible. And even in leadership meetings, team meetings, are you that visible? If not, let's work on that. That's all what we're going to do and dive in on when we meet tomorrow at the Fearless Female Leader 2024. I can't remember if I shared that in the beginning because I was running on energy and the hype of choosing to go live once again, right? But that's something I want to share. And that is 2023 was a year with economic challenges. A lot of layoffs in the pharma industry, prices high, interest rates high. If that was the environment in 2023, right? But now it's going to be even worse. It's going to be more volatile. It's going to be more complex. It's going to be more insecure. So for us as leaders, now it's time to learn to be fearless so that we are in the game and on the game and not being a follower who is suddenly being asked to go on gardening leave. We don't want to do that, right? We want to show up and we really want to own our lives. We want to own the control. We want to have control. We want to be those who set other people up for success. The only way you can get there is to start learning to become fearless. And fearless to me, it's all about how you show up. You don't have to wait. I say you're never going to wait to get the permission to be fearless. You have to give yourself the permission to be fearless, right? So that's what we're that's what it's all about tomorrow, all about us part of what we're working on, is also like who you want to become. And when you do this transformation, when you allow yourself to be fearless, just do it. It's so liberating. I witness clients transform from being shy, fear of being visible, to be on the other side, where they showed up and spoke power to truth in leadership team meetings. And it was so liberating. And it is indeed liberating. So it's about energy. What energy do you bring to the table? What energy do you bring to your own life and to your relationships? And when you allow yourself to be fearless, your world will expand. Your world will expand when you allow yourself to be fearless. The new later is now. Let me say it again. The new later is now. If you're ready to level up, if you're ready to create a better life for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, now is now. Otherwise, when you get to later, it might be too late. Right? That's one of the biggest mistakes people do, is that not ready to work on themselves. I get it, I've been there. But there is a point where it says, I do it anyway. Because everything that holds you back will continue to hold you back unless you embrace the unknown, unless you have big visions for yourself. If you keep telling yourself the limiting stories, you will forever get what you want, what you're trying to run away from. The inner transformation, that will take you to your next level. As I say to my clients, and have been in my teachings, 80% of your next up level is mindset, 20% technicalities. And that's where fearless comes in. We have opened a few bonus seats because allowing yourself to be fearless and learning to be fearless is so important. And I want to help you. I want to give you a helping hand to help you discover how you can live a better life, how you can design your life for 2024, and help you rediscover yourself. I rediscovered myself. Maybe you read my newsletter that I released yesterday. When I was penning this, I realized that I was a real rebel. And I said it with a smile because I am an adventurer. I would never have said no to going to Laos in Cambodia. I love going to those places, even though I went in where there was some, there's some economic challenges, world challenges, right? But I did it anyway, to much worry to my mom, or for my mom. And that conditioned me in a way to seek other opportunities, but still struggling to live my life because there were some expectations that my mom had on how I should live my life. And it got me to become a rebel. I didn't want to fit in. I didn't want to tick the boxes. I made okay money, but was it a meaningful life? No. So I looked for mentors and teachers who could help me. How can I create a meaningful life where I have more abundance, more money, better health? It's not an either or. I rather prefer to be in this home or have more money and have to work hard. No. I want to serve, I want to live, and I want to have money so I get more choices in life. So I shifted from an either or mindset to an and mindset. We're diving in on that one tomorrow as well. So closing this, and again, thank you so much for letting me know the mic was not on. make sure that you claim one of the last tickets, seats that we have for our event tomorrow. You will not regret it. You will be thankful. You will thank yourself for investing 2 hours for live training. It'll be training day one, tools where you're going to work on yourself, rediscover yourself, where you want to go. And there will be live coaching on day 2. There will also be replays coming out, so make sure that you sign up. The biggest impact you get when you're there live. And some people will say, I don't have time. Maybe it's time now to break that habit of not putting yourself first. It's also about thinking, who do you want to become? How do you want your schedule to be, right? To have time for yourself, to create time for yourself. This is an amazing opportunity. So with this, I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm super excited for us to connect. I'm super excited to be on your journey, to help you become even more fearless. I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. And I promise you, this is going to be amazing. With this, thank you. See you tomorrow.